Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back once again to JJ's PC Builds. It's JJ with you once again. First time here, hit the like button. Keep me working. Hit the subscribe button. Keep me working again. Now, did I say that wrong? Yeah, I did. How about this? Hit the subscribe button. Keep me working. Hit the like button. Keep YouTube working. Don't forget about the notification bell so you know when I post the next video or live stream. So today we're going to be jumping in on the one thing that everybody's getting ready to be talking about sooner or later. I know they're going to be talking about it. And we're talking about AMD's new driver update 26.6.2. Because some people say it was a mess. Not a small one. It was a full-blown yellow bang in the device manager mess. The software was refusing to open. Windows users on Windows 10 getting slapped in the face because of the mess. AMD pushed out the driver like it was another routine update. But the moment Windows 10 users installed it, everything fell apart. The drivers wouldn't load. Control panel was all screwed up. And Windows basically said and gave you the finger and said, I don't know what this is because it's not working here. It's not gonna. So Windows gave you a big finger. Funniest part is Windows 11 was not affected. Windows 11 users were just sitting back chilling with no issues, no drama, no yellow bang. But Windows 10 users, total meltdown. You had people rebooting, reinstalling, running DDU, praying to the GPU gods, and guess what? Nothing fixed it. The driver was just totally broken. A lot of people were telling me. I got a lot of messages today, guys, and they were telling me it was totally screwed up. And AMD had to come out and say, yeah, okay, we see it. That's basically all they really said in the beginning. But 26.6.2 is not compatible with Windows 10. That's what they were saying. No kidding. The entire OS was rejecting it like it was a bad organ transplant. And here's where everything gets better. AMD told everyone to roll back the drivers to 26.6.1. Sounds simple. Does it really? Does it sound simple, right? Except for 26.6.1 doesn't have FSR 4.1 support. So Windows 10 users basically got punished twice. First, the driver breaks, and then the rollback removes the new features. You lose the update and you lose the performance uplift. That's like buying a new car and the dealership saying, sorry, the engine doesn't work. So we're going to sell you a car with no engine. Here you go. Same price. If not, you can have your old one back. And by the way, they said they're keeping the turbo. Meanwhile, AMD is out here prompting FSR 4.1 like it's a second coming of frame generation. But if you're on Windows 10, I know you guys don't get it. Not unless you want your GPU to be sitting in device manager with the yellow exclamation mark like it's crying for help. That's up to you. And that's the part really that set people off and people got pissed. AMD didn't catch this before the release. This wasn't a tiny bug. This was a driver that was flat out refusing to function on one of the most widely operating systems on the planet. So, AMD was working viciously in the background. And this is the good news. AMD pushed out 26.6.3, the Hotfix driver. And this one actually works. Fixes the yellow bang, fixes the driver load failure. It fixes the Radeon software that won't launch. That's a problem. It fixes the error code 43 issue, and most importantly, it brings FSR 4.1 support back to Windows 10, where it should have been in the first place. So now Windows 10 users can finally use the feature they were supposed to get with 26.6.2 without their GPU looking like it's in a critical condition, on a platform, on a hospital bed, just barely getting by with a barely bad heartbeat. So, to be honest with you, this whole situation is a reminder of how fragile Windows 10 graphics stack has become. One wrong driver and the whole thing just collapses. But at the same time, it shows how important it is for AMD to test their releases before they release them. Come on. It's obvious. Because when the drivers break on Windows 10, it just doesn't break for a few people. It breaks for millions. And here's the facts. I mean, it came to you guys in a Hotfix driver, which it should have never in the first place. But they think that wasn't a small oversight. They didn't really, had no mind that it was doing anything until everybody on Reddit started losing their shit. So AMD was in a panic, and they were like saying like this is like drop everything and fix it now kind of situation. So now that 26.6.3 is out, Windows 10 users are finally back in the game. You get your FSR 4.1 support, which at the end of the, I'm going to give you my conclusion at the end and tell you what I think. So everybody gets the support. You get new game profiles. You get your driver panel back. And your GPU stopped screaming at the device manager like it was device manager's problem. But the real takeaway is simple. 26.6.2 should have never shipped in the state that it was in. And AMD knows it. That's why they moved fast on the hotfix. And that's why they acknowledged the issues publicly, because they didn't want to get burned. And that's why 26.6.3 exists. And at the end of the day, guys, I'm going to tell you, at the end of the day, this is one of those moments where you look at your PC and think, man, this is why I always wait before installing new drivers. And I should have used my head too, and I should have waited. I'm going to tell you the reason why I should have waited. Because I can tell you 26.6.2 is not working on this test bench. I've tested it with it on and with it off. Does absolutely no difference. So I don't know if they got another bug on for Windows 11, which I'm thinking they might. So I'm going to let it simmer for the next couple days to see if anybody comes up complaining about it, which I'm bringing my complaint to the front line for you guys to hear it. All my subscribers and all the viewers can hear what I'm about to tell you. Number one, 26.6.2 does not work on Windows 11. It might for some people, for some reason, they might have did some kind of trick with the configuration files to get it to work. But I can tell you, when they say they're going to release something early, I should have thought to myself, I should wait until July. So we're not going to know for sure if AMD is going to fix Windows 11 now, because they even tested 26.6.2 on the RX 7600, guys. And AMD needs to look very carefully, because guess what? RX 7600 right here, and it's not working. So if AMD ran their test on this graphics card here and it's not working here, how'd they run it? I've cleaned out the drivers, and I know you guys are going to ask that question. Did you clean out the drivers? Yep. Fully fresh, clean install. I even took all the drivers out all the way to the basic drivers of Windows. And I made sure it said it was the basic drivers too, before I installed 26.6.2 twice. Here's the problem. One, when I go to Hogwarts Legacy and I go to Cyberpunk, it does not show me FSR 3.1. In order for FSR 4 to work, you need FSR 3.1. So the new driver update with Adrenalin never updated the drivers to FSR 3.1 and enabled it for the 7000 series. So AMD, you need to fix this. This is a problem, because it never enabled the drivers for FSR 3.1. FSR 4 will not work without FSR 3.1. You set this in your drivers for the 9000 series. You set this in the driver software for the 7000 series. So knowing that 7000 series doesn't have FSR 3.1, what the hell? Is it the game makers that the problem is? Your 300 games, Hogwarts Legacy and Cyberpunk, are the 2 games on your 300 list. I know, I pulled up the list, and it shows it on the list. So you need to come up with the hotfix now for Windows 11, because it's not giving FSR 3.1 to the 7000 series. That's the problem, because it won't enable FSR 4.1.1 until you do so. But that's just my testing opinion. I tested it. I know it doesn't work. It might for some people, because they're using what? Let's say they decided that they download the 9000 series drivers, right? And they install the 9000 series drivers, and suddenly it just works with the 7000. Which, that's not how I did mine. I went to AMD's website. I downloaded it for the RX 7600. Why the driver's software doesn't work? It's 26.6.2. Why doesn't it work? I've been hearing little rumors in the background that it's not going to work until they enable it. That they haven't enabled it yet. You can get it, but it's not enabled yet. So you got to go through and jump through their programming to enable it. I'm not doing that. Your average day consumer that does not know how to build PCs or work with the software, you cannot ask them to say, hey, just go into the configuration files, enable it. Not doing that. That's not how my channel works. If you say it works, it has to work, which it does not work. So that's my 2 cents on this. And if I find out more stuff, guys, I will let you know. Right now, I'm sitting in limbo with this test bench with the 7600 to see if more people complain about it and to see if AMD is going to fix this. You guys can leave your comments down on this video and let me know what you think. I can tell you right now, I'm not happy with the situation. I had to do a workaround, and I know many people are not going to do this workaround, because they're too afraid that malware is going to jump in their system and everything else. It's something I am not going to recommend everybody to do, but I am going to recommend for them to wait for a fix, if there's a fix that's going to be out for Windows 11, because there is a problem with Windows 11. I mean, when I go to enable the game, you get the overlay that shows it active, but when you go back and you look in Adrenalin, it shows it's got a yellow sign on there that says inactive. So that's how it left me. Cyberpunk and Hogwarts Legacy left me with inactive. I even went into the game to look for the FSR 3.1. Did not find it, guys. It's a big problem right now. All I can do is tell you what my results are for right now. And if it changes, I will let you know. But for now, this is where I'm left with it. And I know many of the gamers, which I'm a gamer, and I know many of the gamers that are going through the same thing I'm going through right now are not happy with this. This is not what we expected. We expected to work right out of the box. No, you're having problems with Windows 10. Now you're having problems with Windows 11 that nobody's addressing yet. So I'm going to leave AMD and everybody with that note. And I'm going to call the video right here and call the end of the video. Hopefully you watched it from the beginning to now, and we do appreciate you. And we definitely thank you for becoming a subscriber to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to JJPB community and the family. But anyway, guys, we're going to get out of here. So first time here, hit the subscribe button. Keep me working. Hit the like button. Keep YouTube working. Don't forget about the notification bell so you know when I post the next video or live stream. Until the next time in the next video, you know what it is? We'll see you on the next one, guys.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.